Welcome back to Motivational Success Stories, your place for real-life journeys, unstoppable ambition, and the triumph of the human spirit. Let me ask you, have you ever wondered if a single failure can break your dreams forever? Or could that very failure be the spark that leads you to greatness? Today I'll share with you the story of a man, a boy once cut from his high school basketball team, a kid who cried over disappointment but eventually became the undisputed icon of basketball worldwide, Michael Jordan. If you've ever been crushed by rejection, failed at work, studies, or just in life, then Michael Jordan's story is pure fuel to get back up and believe in yourself one more time. Part 1. Childhood and first major failure. When all doors seem closed. Michael Jeffrey Jordan was born in 1963, Brooklyn, New York, raised in Wilmington, North Carolina, in an ordinary family of 5 siblings. As a kid, Michael wasn't the tallest or the fastest. In fact, he loved baseball and football even more than basketball at first. But at 15, everything changed. It was tryout time for the renowned Laney High School basketball team. Everyone assumed Michael would easily make the roster, but shockingly, the coach cut him. He just wasn't tall enough compared to other guys. He went home, locked himself in his room, and cried for hours. Later, Michael would say that was the first time he actually felt pain from failure. But instead of giving up, he decided to train harder than ever, rain or shine, dawn or midnight. His mother once had to wake him up at night. He'd fallen asleep still holding his basketball after an all-night practice. For a whole year, he grew taller and stronger, skill after skill, day after relentless day. Have you ever failed so badly that you just wanted to quit? If you have, remember young Michael Jordan, a kid who didn't make the high school team, and see how he turned his pain into power. Part 2. The University of North Carolina, Grit Forged by Challenge. In 1981, Jordan earned a sports scholarship to the University of North Carolina. The Tar Heels were one of the best teams, featuring big names like James Worthy and Sam Perkins. People thought Jordan, a freshman, would just warm the bench. But a few months in, his attitude, relentless work ethic, and hunger to improve made him stand out to Coach Dean Smith. Then came 1982, the NCAA championship game. With just seconds left and the score tied, Coach Smith called out, "Give it to Michael." Jordan caught the ball and calmly nailed the game-winning shot, bringing the national title to North Carolina. That iconic moment put Michael Jordan on the map across America and shaped in him a belief. No matter who you are, if you seize your moment, embrace pressure, and own your choices, you can change everything. Later, Jordan recalled, "I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I can't accept not trying. Let that be the words taped to your mirror next time you hesitate standing at life's crossroads." Part 3. Entering the NBA, the struggle is real. In 1984, Michael Jordan was drafted 3rd overall by the Chicago Bulls. The NBA then was ruled by megastars like Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The Bulls were languishing at the bottom, branded by some as a traveling cocaine circus. Jordan's rookie year wasn't all fairy dust and highlight reels. Yes, he won Rookie of the Year, but he was constantly double-teamed and locked down by defenders. And for 3 straight years, his Bulls were eliminated from the playoffs by the Detroit Pistons, the bad boys. The Pistons were notorious for their rough, almost brutal defense. Images of Jordan sprawled on the hardwood, battered and bloodied, became a symbol of helplessness. How would you react if you hit the wall again and again, right at the gate of your dreams? Would you quit? Blame teammates? Not Michael. He worked harder, changed his style, built up his body, strengthened his mind, learned to outthink opponents, not just outplay them. Jordan once said, "My attitude is that if you push me towards something that you think is a weakness, then I will turn that perceived weakness into a strength." Part 4. Becoming a legend. peaks, loss, and the ultimate comeback. After years of heartbreak, Jordan and the Bulls finally entered their golden era. In 1991, the Bulls won their first championship. In 1992 and 1993, they completed a historic three-peat. Suddenly, Michael Jordan was king of the NBA, but behind the glory were deep tragedies too. In 1993, Jordan's father, James Jordan, was murdered. Devastated, Michael shocked the world by retiring from basketball and signing with a minor league baseball team, chasing the dream his father once had. The media mocked him. Basketball legend? Think you're a baseball star now? Jordan didn't care. He started from the bottom, trained like a rookie, and eventually the fire for basketball burned too hot to ignore. In March 1995, with the NBA buzzing, Jordan sent a two-word fax to the Bulls office. "I'm back." The world lost its mind. Michael Jordan returned, led the Bulls to a record 72-10 season in 1995 to 96, and captured 3 more consecutive championships: 96, 97, 98, a second three-peat, 6 NBA titles, 6 Finals MVPs, 5 regular season MVPs. Imagine having the guts to start over after greatness, willing to let the world laugh at you just to keep chasing your true passion. Part 5. Work ethic, attitude, and Jordan's philosophy of success. Under the spotlight, MJ was known, sometimes even feared, for his drive, discipline, and win-at-all-costs mentality. Coach Phil Jackson once said, "Michael was always the first at the gym, last to leave." Teammates admit he wasn't always gentle, yelling, pushing them to their limits, but only because he believed greatness isn't about talent, it's about habits, daily hustle, and refusing to lose. Then there's the legendary quote, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." He knew, the more you accept failure, the closer you get to true victory. Jordan wasn't just a stat sheet. He embodied the spirit of rising above yourself, regardless of doubt, disappointment, or yesterday's mistakes. Part 6. Legacy and Impact, from the court to American pop culture. Michael Jordan wasn't just a superstar. He became a living legend, a cultural force. With Nike, the Air Jordan line became the most iconic sneaker ever. He was one of the first athletes to become a full-blown brand. Did you know that today almost every top NBA player, from Kobe, LeBron, Steph Curry, names Jordan as their inspiration? Beyond basketball, MJ represents the ultimate American dream: never surrender, turn pain into purpose, and forever aim higher. Think about the Be Like Mike ad campaign. It inspired millions to imitate not just his moves, but his mindset. MJ's spirit seeped into music, movies, business, fashion, and more. Part 7. My take. If you were Michael Jordan, what would you choose? Now, after retirement, Jordan is the principal owner of the Charlotte Hornets, the NBA's only black majority-owned team. He invests in education, youth sports, and charitable projects, giving scholarships to underprivileged kids and creating jobs for young basketball hopefuls. Here's the real question, for you and, frankly, for me. If Michael Jordan had given up at 15 because he was cut from his high school team, would anyone even remember his name? If he'd let his father's tragedy define him, where would we be? Every failure, in truth, is a test of character. Personally, whenever I feel beaten down by life's pressure, I replay Jordan's image, curled on the locker room floor, clutching the 1996 trophy, sobbing after all he'd lost. In that moment, I learned, let your pain fuel your determination. Failure is a stepping stone, not a prison. Part 8. Core Lessons and Takeaways. Michael Jordan's journey offers at least 5 lessons for all of us. 1. Don't let one failure define you. Use it as your spark to come back stronger. 2. Mastery takes relentless practice. Nobody's born a legend. Consistency makes the difference. 3. Make the most of every opportunity, no matter how small. That championship shot at 19, few saw its future impact. 4. Turn weaknesses into strengths. Push me to a weakness, I'll turn it and use it. 5. Start over, even at the top. Champions adapt, rebuild, and keep chasing the next peak. Friend, if right now you're doubting yourself after some failure, exhausted by rejection, take the lesson from Michael Jordan. Whether you're an athlete, a student, an office worker, an entrepreneur, or just someone carving your own path, never quit. Always learn and believe in yourself. You just might write a story no one could have predicted. Ask yourself, how much sweat will you pour to make your dream real? How many times will you stand back up after falling? Maybe, just maybe, ultimate success is simply learning to embrace failure as an essential part of your journey. Thank you for joining Motivational Success Stories on this unforgettable journey with Michael Jordan, from heartbreak to NBA legend. Remember, victory doesn't belong to those who never fall. It's the reward for those brave enough to rise again, every single time. If you found value in this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more incredible inspiration. Drop your favorite icon or inspirational figure in the comments. Who knows? They might star in our next episode. Wishing you a phenomenal day, unstoppable courage, and faith through every storm. See you next time.